Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight.
It is Wednesday. 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 My dudes. Wednesday. 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 It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Oh man,
What?
I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
Wait, oh, here we go.
Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
All right, let's get this shit on the road. Show. Let's get this shit going. What's up? What up, y'all? Welcome to this week's B2P. Thank you for joining us. Fucking, what is going on, chat? How about the pilot of the week, the one and only Blackbird? Let's go.
You're ripping it up.
Fucking beast, that guy. Fucking
Yeah,
beast.
it's a monster.
And happy birthday to Asylum. What's up in the
Oh,
chat?
shit.
Let's go. Happy birthday to you. All right. Artie's not joining us this week. He got a job and he's busy. He's been traveling. So if you see him, tell him congrats and give him your love. Love you, Artie. So you got me and Greg. Let's go. What's up? Yep. What up, chat? What's going on out there? How you guys been? We missed you last week. Off axis, Risco, Kush in the house. What's good, man?
How you guys doing?
Asylum, happy birthday again. Happy birthday. Who else I met? Oh, 8-Bit, I saw your message. Yeah, working on the beats. Let's go.
I'm looking forward to that, man.
Fucking, and Risco's here, the author of the original remix. What's up?
Oh, you guys should collab, man.
You guys should actually collab. And fucking Goonie, what's good, man? What do you guys got going on out there? What do y'all? What have you been up to? Give us some updates. Parmesan indeed. What up, Risco, man? How you been? We need to talk. We need to chat. We should chat, man. Actually, you know, speaking of chat, man, like, you know, you ever have somebody you just kind of like lost touch of and hadn't talked to in like 10 years, and then you reconnected and you got that super hype feeling? That happened to me with a really good friend of mine.
Nice.
That I was like, fuck yeah, bro. We ended up spending like 4 hours on the phone yesterday catching up, man. He's a musician, you know. He does a lot of DJing and fucking does beats and shit like that, and traveling. We used to fucking, you know, hook each other with gigs and shit. But anyways, yeah, we lost touch, you know, fucking hadn't been able to link up. He wasn't on social media for a long time and fucking finally hooked up. Busy is a relative term. Been busy.
Who's relative?
Yeah, who's relative? Racing and working. Getting any music?
Racing on.
You getting any music done, Risco? Danish fucking stallion, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Shit. How's it going, dude?
It's good,
Long time no
man.
see.
I've been busy too. I'm looking for a job. I'm fucking and busting ass practicing color, and you know, and looking for clients and all that fun stuff. And so I've been really busy doing a lot of that. A little bit of flying, not a ton, mostly whooping still. But and trying to work on footy, just work on footy and keep fucking developing shit. I got a bunch of new tracks, thinking of doing a tape. You should. Excuse me. My uncle's nephew's brother's former roommate. Thank you, Danish.
His nephew's brother's former roommate.
You have a coupon? I could probably work with you with some coupons. We'll have to make some fucking color. Yo, you know, actually, though, one thing that I did, which I hadn't done really yet, and this could lead to some really positive things in general, and actually part of what we'll be talking about later tonight, too. But I made a LUT for somebody who was flying DJI, and so I basically took their footage. Somebody had hit me up and was like, man, I love your color. Somebody I talk to actually all the time in another chat, but fucking Kit hit me up and was like, yo, I love your color. So he's like, can you give it to me? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, and I didn't really think about it because, you know, I've built some LUTs for my camera and shit, but I was like, you know what? I could probably do something at least. But then what I realized in the last update of Resolved is they added the ability to basically integrate the math from some of the specialized tools that I had been using for GoPro specifically and DJI and actually and in general, but fucking anyways, for the longest time half of my tool set I couldn't use in a LUT, but they changed that literally like a few weeks ago, and I was like, holy shit, so I was like, well, let me see what I can do. So I just grabbed their footage and I basically did a quick grade, you know, and did a balance and some sat, you know, and some contrast and what have you, and fucking put some fucking sauce on it, and then build a LUT. And they were able to take the LUT and open it up in Final Cut, and because that's what they use for their editing. And she was like, I didn't even have to fucking touch the color controls. I was able to just drop it in and blam, 03 footage colored. I was like, fuck nice. Yeah. So what's really exciting about that for me is like, yo, I mean, with what I, you know, have been learning and busting ass on over the last couple of years, I could start building some things for people in general and maybe put together. I don't really want to go so far as say I'll do a LUT pack, but maybe a small one or at least a basic toolkit. Maybe that's a good way to call it, where it's like, okay, you know, I've got a couple scenarios because I know how to do like adjustments for exposure, and I can build them like if you're using these, you know, so what I'd actually probably need is some test footy, but I could build like, you know, if you're using ND filters and you're knocking your exposure down, I can offset for that in the LUT. So that way, if you're using that, I can, the best way I can explain it is I would build LUT Legos. I'd build like 3 or 4 LUTs, and what you do is you just put them in a line, and one would basically set your base like input and exposure. I'm using DJI, and I, you know, ISO 200 fucking with this ND, you know, and we'll get like a read on that. And as long as you're exposing it pretty much, you know, in the middle, we should be able to just fucking have that as like an input, and then a base grade look, and then like a look. You know, maybe it could only be 2, but like be able to just build a couple Legos for like, okay, I like that look, but today I used a GoPro. So now you just take the first one and change it out for the GoPro version, and everything will just work. And that's what's dope about it. So like, I'm figuring that out now, and like I want to work with a couple different flavors, and I built like the best LUT you could build in Resolve. I gave her like a 66-point LUT. It was fucking the biggest one I could make, basically. And it fucking worked in Final Cut. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. All right, cool. So like, it's exciting, and that's actually some shit that I'm down with. Like, I want to build some shit like that and like make some things, because people find it challenging, you know, to grade. You know, some people don't have time for it too. But, you know, a lot of LUT packs are so expensive and they're kind of crappy, and a lot of them break. and and I just want to make something easy and just have like a couple Legos, and then like a couple Legos for like GoPros and DJI stuff, and then a couple Legos for like some basic like night golden hour, like a nice warm golden hour look. Some nice bright, like if you're on a bright sunny day, I might have something to help bring that down and just kind of make it a little more mellow, or maybe intensify whatever you're looking for. But like we could do some shit, and it could totally build this stuff, and it should work pretty much in any system. I need to do some testing with Premiere users, but it's cool. I'm excited about it. And speaking of that, I just go into. Have you guys seen the latest Hero 12 leaks? Have you guys seen that shit? You guys been paying attention?
I saw one picture. It was just like the picture of the box with the specs on it. I mean, I don't know if it was legit, but it looked like it was.
Brickmaster. Legos. I mean, when I'm building tools in Resolve, I call them my Legos.
Yeah, I mean, on the box, the specs didn't look any really different from a Hero 11, but I think from what you were saying, from other leaks that you heard, that
well,
might be more shit under the hood.
The base. Well, let's look here. We'll look at it really quick. Let's talk about it. At least I'll show you what I collected today in a hurry, and we could talk about it a bit. Let me see if I can move these. Can I do? Come here. Has anybody else seen it or have anybody else been paying attention to the GoPro leaks? Anybody going for that? Anybody going for the $1 million fucking challenge this year? I know Westside will. Westside, Jonco, shout out to Jonco. Well, I hope Jonco does. All right, here's what I got today. Let me see if I can bring this up full screen. Jumped in. All right, so this is a picture allegedly from the box, anyways. And then I've got some stuff from Reddit that I can show you that hopefully will be readable. Oh, I can mark it. All right. Anyways, the back of the box. All right. So front of the box, we see that fucking back of the box. So we're still looking at 27. So this is what I've heard. Anyways, same sensor, same fucking sensor. The 1-inch rumors did not come to fruition. I had my doubts, but it was plausible. But still 5.360. We have 5.360. Obviously, the current GoPros can do 4K 120. Up here it says 24 megapixel photo. Also, once again, 5.3K 60, 4K 120, 2K 240. Waterproof to 33 feet. Voice control, 8x slow-mo, hyperview, time warp 3.0. 1080p live streaming. Same basic shit we already have, but what they need to do is live stream the fucking the minis so we can actually see what the hell it's doing. Super photo and raw photos. Now this is where it starts to get a little bit more interesting, at least. HDR. Okay, HDR photo and video. 10-bit color we already have in some modes, and of course, media mod ready. And hyper smooth 6.0. 6.0. We'll see what that means. Another alleged product shot showing the phone cloud nonsense that we basically already have. Same basic shit in the box. Mount new Enduro battery. There's a new Enduro battery. It supposedly lasts 9 minutes longer. 9 whole minutes. Woo!
What? That's like
that's almost 2-3 packs. Yeah.
That's like 3 packs. Yeah.
fucking enduro battery.
That's a whole session basically for how much I've been flying lately.
I can't credit whoever's picture this is that watermarked it with aliens, but shout out to the aliens. So this is
I mean, it's probably
allegedly
aliens who make these
allegedly
things anyway.
so there was one on eBay and it sold for $700 and it sold today. I think it was on eBay and it's on. If you look around in FPV Life or someplace, there's a link to the eBay auction. It went for $699. But they're apparently, allegedly, there's some out there in people's hands who have gotten them early because some stores apparently stocked them early. And it looks like somebody splattered it, paint splattered it. It looks like it's gone through.
I think it's just a dusty ass fucking case.
No, there's more.
A lot of the ones
there's more
that I had
pictures.
at Best Buy were like that.
There's more pictures of them not like that, but maybe. But look at it, dude. This looks like paint splatter. Look at the back. That's in the fucking.
The big question is why they're still going with the black moniker for the thing. It insinuates the existence of a fucking white and silver still, but those don't exist. Just call it GoPro.
Apparently this is the paint job as per the leakers. So we'll see. Again. So it's real, it's not real. So it's in our hands.
It looks like it's got dirt on it.
That's what's
Job. Maybe it's scratch and sniff.
That's what, yeah. Hopefully it's scratch and sniff. So here we go. So here, I'll read this part out. So this is the leaks, and the leakers that are involved with putting this list together have been accurate in the past, and allegedly it was confirmed by another source at one of the stores where they got their hands on one, but allegedly. So anyways, same shit, 5.3 video, 27 megapixels, 70 minutes at 5.360, 70 minutes of record time at 5.360, so 9 minutes longer than current. Battery life at 30 frames will be 1.5 hours or 90 minutes. Battery life at 1080 30 will be 2.5 hours. Camera will have HDR video mode. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. Unknown if this is present in all resolutions and frame rates. As per GoPro, my guess is they'll do it on a couple and make you buy the Hero 13 to get the rest. That's my take. That's like the 10-bit right now with the 11, in my opinion. But all right, the next one is where I get excited. Log video option available. Now that one's huge, and I'll touch on that a little bit after this. Hypersmooth 6.0, the same rear screen size, releases September 13th. So September 13th. Battery life seems to be the most touted upgrade. Information was confirmed by Nick Woodman during August investor relations calls. There's a new Quick for Desktop coming. New version of Desktop Quick will have cloud access, and you can sync edits across platforms. Slated new hardware and software. A new entry-level GoPro mid-2027. That's also an interesting thing. And then a new premium subscription tier will be introduced.
I wonder if they're going to keep the mini around.
The only thing confirmed about this will allow you to use images from any camera for editing. So that's the leak. As I got it today. So what is for a lot of people, it's not an upgrade. I mean,
no.
let's be honest. It's for a lot of
For me,
people.
it's not at all.
For a lot of people, it's not necessarily an upgrade. However, if you remotely are into coloring, if they do pull off a proper log profile, that will be the first action camera in history that has one. So from that standpoint alone, that's a pretty big jump. My guess is what we're going to see 10-bit in more modes than we had. We'll hopefully finally get 4.3 and 8.7 linear 10-bit footed video, because you can't do that right now. I bet that is something they're going to use to entice users to jump from an 11 to a 12. HDR mode. Now the question is it HDR mode in GoPro color, quote unquote, or can you do an HDR mode and also log or flat? Because that if they do give you a true a Rec 2020 primary, GoPro footage is Rec 709, which is standard definition. HDR would be Rec 2020 primaries. If they truly create a profile that has 2020 primaries and you can apply the log profile to it, it's fucking massive for color. It's fucking really, really massive. Right now, with labs, you can enable wide gamut mode. They used to have a 2020 profile, but apparently it didn't look that great. So they kind of knocked it back a bit. It's close to 2020 or HDR, and they call it wide gamut mode. And then obviously with the log B adjustments in labs, you could create a pseudo log curve. So you could get pretty close. But what this means is for colorists, it will make our jobs easier. But from an average user standpoint, if you think you kind of want to play with color, but you don't want to spend a ton of time and you just want to be able to get a decent looking image quickly, by having a dedicated log curve in the camera and having, applications like Resolve where you literally just put the reverse curve on an input and send it, and you can send it right out to Rec 709, add a little saturation, whatever, and have a good image. That will make it super easy for people to color flat footage or log footage, and it will make it super fucking accessible because it will work in the free version of DaVinci Resolve. You won't have to own a studio version to be able to use like the DCETLs and things like the advanced plugins that I currently use to do my GoPro footage or do GoPro footage for other people or do even DJI footage. Like I have tools that are specific to studio that I use. But if they put a real log curve in the camera, it will make it available in the free version and accessible to everyone. So from that perspective alone, I'm very excited if that rumor comes true, because it will make developing flat GoPro footage in general fucking way easier for everybody and give us a lot more latitude. And hopefully if they do the curve right, it will give it, you're less likely going to have blowout in the sun and shit like that, So like if they pull it back, I mean, when you clip a sensor, don't get me wrong, and ND's still advised in many situations, but there'll be a lot more situations where like you're just kind of letting it run and you'll clip just a little bit because of the way the curve is hit, but you'll have a little bit more leniency, shall we say, in that, and it will make the experience much better and a lot easier across the board. So now let's talk about the HDR color for a second. It's not practical for most people. It's just not fucking practical. In many ways. Now, why? So here's a problem right now with GoPro footage if you don't have certain tools. With the free version of Resolve and using labs, you can use the pseudo log thing and you can do exactly what I was saying, but it takes a lot more work. And it's not true color management because true color management is I'm taking math A and I'm, dividing or multiplying by, B and I'm getting C. And it's just what it is. It's true math. When the way we currently have to do it with the pseudo log curves is you can get it pretty close, but you're still going to have to make a lot of human adjustment. With the HDR stuff, if they give you a log curve and you know what it is, you'll be able to output HDR and you'll be able to put HDR on YouTube. But if you don't have a proper grading monitor, you won't be able to see it while you're doing it. But if the log curve is there, you'll be able to do the math accurately without even seeing it. So you could technically grade in SDR and then just flip it to HDR and send it to YouTube, and you should get a pretty decent image. For colorists and high-end colorists that have fucking Dolby monitors and shit like that, they're gonna be able to make those shits look fucking amazing. They'll be able to grade in HDR. which is fucking obviously more accurate. But it's still super dope. I think that the HDR thing, kind of like iPhone HDR, because a lot of people aren't like, some people are grading iPhone HDR, but it's not, a lot of people are just turning it straight around and they're just taking HDR straight to HDR and sending it to some social media platform, and that's it. And it looks fine. It's cool, you know, because they're not doing a whole hell of a lot. But at the same time, it will, like I said, it will open up possibilities on a number of fronts. The biggest thing I'm hoping that comes true is the log curve, because that will make actual math-based management so much fucking easier. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if GoPro just has HDR GoPro color, and you have an H, because from a consumer standpoint, it'll be a hell of a lot easier to deal with. You know, if you shoot something in HDR GoPro, you could upload that to YouTube, and it's going to be HDR. And it's going to look fine, because it's going to have GoPro's color science, and all their nerds fucking did their math and figured it out, and it should work fine. It'll look great. Sure, it'll look great. As from a colors perspective, I can't wait to see what we actually end up with. It'll be interesting. Trying to catch up on the quads.
I probably won't upgrade to a 12, but maybe a 13 or 14.
I'm waiting to see if they look. I am still quite happy with my mini. If they released a 12 mini, my 11 mini might have an accident. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the 12 mini, my 11 mini don't work no more.
My 11 mini might have an accident. That's all I'm saying, and then we'll take it from there. And maybe if I started
tough as fuck though,
bro. If I was having tons of problems
break.
with it, I would have sent it back and traded in for the full size. So we'll see. I mean, it's like the other thing I was going to mention, and I actually should have mentioned it. I should mention it to Fly High at some point. Is Labs also added a mode, and I'm sure this has a lot to do with the Mini's battery issues or charging issues. They added there's a toggle in Labs called Trust USB Power, and in that toggle apparently will help when you use a non-standard charger, and it won't lock up or freak out.
I use the regular Radix too. I don't use the HD one. Good flight controller though.
I have not used I'm confused though. Does the HD have the OSD? I mean, it couldn't.
I think it just has a plug for a fucking.
Well, that's what I was asking. Did they put? Does it also support analog still?
I imagine.
Watch the 13B actually plug for.
Honestly, I'm really gonna say it's probably just a plug.
So it's
and
a Radix 2 with a plug, basically.
Yeah, it's probably no different than the regular Radix 2. You'll just be able to use the O3 with the with their fucking cool OSD. But you probably, I mean, if I hook my O3 up to my regular Radix 2, I imagine I can do that same thing.
No,
you just gotta hook up a UART. Why not?
Because it's analog. It's an analog process.
Yeah, but you can display analog fucking OSD with an O3.
No, I understand that, but it's still it's not the same. It's not the same.
Oh, yeah.
It's and DJI has a lot of the control over the background of that as well. Fucking
yeah, oh yeah, that's right. The certain elements are only approved and shit to work on MSP. Yeah, that's right.
You wouldn't be able. You would need. So that's what we've talked about it on the show before. You would need true MSP display canvas. If you had a true display canvas, I've talked about it with Hydra a bunch. The guy from SP Racing, Dominic Clifton. If you had a true display canvas system, you could use Brain's OSD on that, but DJI isn't it, and neither is HD0 at this point. Like neither systems are true display. It's MSP. What is it? I can't even remember what the hell. The wording has changed like 5 times. Briscoe might remember. Fucking I don't know. I was gonna say Risco DJI color accent. Yeah, the DJI. I mean, DJI's dynamic range isn't as great as GoPro, even. So you will have less latitude between the light and dark.
You grab some of those buzz balls, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, I've always been a Brain fan. Like I said, that's why I did the original fucking Emu flight target for the Radix 1. And since Emu doesn't support H7, we don't have a 2 target yet. Sorry. And so that's you should send me some footage, Risco, of your Action 2, and I'll make you a LUT. Fucking I think Risco, are you running Premiere? You are, aren't you? I need to test which version of the LUT I need to make for Premiere. I don't have Premiere, and I don't run cracks, so
Aw.
I'm good with it. I used to be I had an eye patch and a peg leg, homie. I was a motherfucking pirate back in the
Once
day.
a pirate, always a pirate.
Arr, but I don't want to be a pirate.
Too fucking bad.
It's MSP. I think it's just MSP display port, but True Display Canvas would let you draw, and you could draw in vectors, so you could do some cool shit. I did see they added frame guides to Walksnail. I don't know how viable they are yet, but the beta firmware has a frame guide, so you can put a square on your OSD and Walksnail, so you can match your GoPro footage to, you know, like the field of view of your GoPro to the frame guide, and then that way you know when you're flying what the GoPro's capturing. So that's pretty cool, actually, if you haven't caught that.
Radix V1. Yeah, I have one of those laying around. I gotta throw that into something. My V2 is like 2 years old, and I beat the fucking piss out of it.
Well, what I
Thing
could
fucking still goes, man. Flies great. Well, not right now because I gotta change some caps, but has nothing to do with the flight controller.
We would just need to set a baseline for exposure, Risco, and then I can do the highlight and shadow, the dynamic. I can do basically contrast adjustment, because that's what I ended up doing is that there's such limited dynamic range in the DJI. You basically run reverse contrast and you widen it back out, you stretch it back out, and then you roll off the highlights to help make them a little less fucking over the top, and it helps. You know, it's like I said, it won't help clipping, but I could definitely fucking help it a bit. Because every time I see raw, like when I see somebody do a GoPro versus DJI side by side where they're cutting back and forth, like you can see it. You can see the contrast, like basically jump between the two. But a lot of that is how the dynamic range is being handled. So if you stretch it back out, you can get it a lot closer.
Speaking of DJI,
What up, Bone?
The Action. Hey, Bone, what's up? The Action 2, I think, is pretty cheap right now. It's like $110 or something like that.
Is it that cheap?
Someplace, yeah. That's a pretty good option for freestyle footage nowadays. Especially if you want that real lightweight quad.
Yeah, you can definitely get muddy shadows. I mean, just crush them anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Just crush them shits, Bannister. It don't matter. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike,
West
I can't remember where I saw
Side!
it. They're cheap somewhere.
You just missed all our speculation about the GoPro rumors, West Side. You got any insight?
You already broke 3 of them.
Yeah. You've been doing you do any secret testing of the GoPro 12? September 13th is looking like our hit date for the actual release of the 12 for those. And so far I've seen no mention of a mini. And also, Not that you can admit to.
Yeah, right. So he said,
Yeah,
I'd say
I
that
don't know
too.
if I trust you, bro. Yo, I was just saying earlier though, Chris, like it's fucking rumor on the street is we're gonna get a log profile in the 12, or an actual log profile, which I can see being very plausible because of the log B in labs. It's just a continuation of that. Phones are deceiving because their display color space completely doesn't match anything else that you have, generally speaking. Yeah, the HDR is what I was talking about. We were talking about that too. Like, I'm curious. It would be interesting to see if we can get an HDR with log in combination, or at least like a, for lack of a better term, a flat version of the HDR. Because with the GoPro 11 and labs, you have wide color gamut, which is really close to Rec 2020 primaries, and I've tried to develop it using Rec 2020 primaries, and it gets pretty close. But if they have true Rec 2020 math in the 12 and a log profile, you'll be able to go into fucking Resolve and go Rec 2020 and log curve, and boom, out to Rec 709, Gamma 24, Gamma 22, whatever, and fucking you'll have color bang right out of the box, and then you can adjust contrast and sat and white balance and whatever. And it'll give us I'm excited about that part. Like, a lot of people are like, it's the same as the 11. I'm like, dude, if those shits are real from a colorist perspective, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, that's a game changer for a colorist.
It's game changing for color out of a GoPro, but without a doubt. If that shit comes up real, like if that comes to fruition, it's game changing. First action camera to have a log profile, which would be huge. You know, like I said, they're close with the labs log B, and I use a Fuji log curve on my GoPro footage when I'm using a color space transform. But I also have some DCTLs, which are basically almost kind of like a LUT, but not quite. But it's basically just math, and I have some well done DCTLs to get from GoPro flat into DaVinci wide gamut for coloring, and it works really well. Like, it gives me what I need. But if the camera is only capturing Rec 709, it's like it's basically capturing a coffee cup worth of color. But if they can make it actually record Rec 2020, it's like recording a bucket or a 50-gallon drum as compared to the Rec 709 primaries. If that's hopefully that's a good analogy. You know, so what I do is I take my coffee cup and I throw it into that giant fucking bucket, and then I color, and then I squeeze it back down into a coffee cup. This would basically take the bucket, and then you could put it in a bigger bucket and then squeeze it down, but you'll start with a much greater range of color coming in. So that's fucking super exciting. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Full moon blessings for sure. Yeah, by the way, you guys get out and check out that super moon. That shit should be coming your way, Chris, soon. It's pretty amazing actually outside right now. You can see without.
I don't want to see this super moon.
Should have it by now.
Maybe I'll sprout wings and fly away.
I'm gonna turn into a wolf. The wolf. So yeah.
No view of the moon from here. God damn it. Oh wait, there it is.
Look pretty simple. It was supposed to be
just looks like a regular moon today.
It's supposed to be a super blue moon, but it was supposed to be earlier, like when it was really like the phenomena.
Probably like around
the phenomena.
It would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been that.
The phenomena.
It was poking low over the horizon and fucking red shifts the moon.
Bone, how the fuck you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Zoe.
What up, Zoe?
Phenomena. Actually, I was looking at my phone What? This frowny? Why are you frowning? What else is going on? Color, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, So, well, what do we want to talk about first? Yo, did you guys see fucking Min Chan's fucking trippy spin ladder run through his fucking multi?
Did you find it?
I haven't. I can't find the. If anybody knows where that video is right now, please send me a link. I've been looking for it. I couldn't find. I saw it last night, yesterday in passing, and then I forgot to save it. Yo,
Probably on
homie,
his
you.
Instagram.
If you've watched any of his videos when he's on his track, he's got a fucking ladder, a multi GP ladder, and he goes ripping down it, or up it, right? Motherfucker did it upside down. He did a trippy spin. Fucking from, I believe, from bottom up. He went under the first rung, went inverted, and trippy spun it through the ladder gates and out as part of his fucking routine. And he's doing it faster than fucking most people could do it the right way around, man. It's fucking bananas.
That dude is an absolute monster. Let's see.
The Milwaukee drone is awesome. You're making another Milwaukee drone? Oh, you made a DeWalt drone. Sorry, fucking.
Walt, fuck
You're making a Milwaukee drone? That's
thing's
fucking
funny.
hysterical. That's amazing. Fucking a Milwaukee drone.
It's not like he posts anything on his Instagram.
Yeah. If you guys, anybody sees that fucking shit out there, shoot me a link. I thought it was on one of his personal social media pages, but I couldn't find it when I looked earlier. Fucking nuts though. I wanted to show it to you guys. Oh, speaking of showing you guys shit, so Darkwing had a video. Actually, he has two, but we're gonna play the other one a little bit later. Darkwing's got a video. We got the tree. What is it called? In the fucking edit here. Tree World FPV event coming up. Fucking. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Nope, I can't find that video. Dude, that Tree World place looks awesome. I wish I could make it out there.
September 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Do you want to go? It's
Unless I
gonna
can
be
find a
epic
ride,
with
I
bike
can't go out
racing,
there.
Awesome.
Epic hide and seek. I know you love those.
I am in.
Cool.
So what's the story with this tree world?
Tree world, we go hard.
Speaking of Tree World,
What about your golden friend back there? He wants a beer.
Jim's coleslaw? Great idea.
I know, right?
Yes.
Over there! Ethics dirt bikes, let's go! We can still beat them!
Welcome to my planet. The planet is called Free World. We fight against the threats to make it a free world.
Word, I can't get it.
Oh, did you hear that, Bartu? This is my chance to live out the childhood I never actually had.
Are you on the guest list?
Of course we're on the guest list. Do you think I would ever come to a place like this of my own volition?
The whole plan. Now the people of this town, we are not cooperating with a corporation that are tearing down the whole nation. Every citizen and his frustrated, taking matters in our own hands. We are not shaking, no we're gun debating. We out in the streets protesting. Rebellos in the tree world got you all stressing. Some lazy moon too, yeah, you better second guess it. And if it goes through, we'll make sure you regret it. We are the T R double E W O R L D T R double E W O R L D. We are the T R double E W O R L D. We are the T R double E W O R L D.
I was ready to stay home and binge watch Netflix. But somehow I let you talk me into coming to this thing.
Whatever. Are you sure you're gonna find enough beer for us?
Huh. Trust me.
how'd you get
There's
old
gonna
man
be enough
Peabody
beer
to
for
let
the
you
whole
fly on
planet.
that fucking place?
Fucking well done. That's how you promote an event. Let me just tell you. Fucking hell. Wicked. Is fucking Darkwing in the chat?
I haven't flown at FETEC fucking FC. in a
Where is
while.
that spot, Greg? Do you know? Where is this?
I have no idea. It's in Connecticut, I think. Owned by Miss Old Man Peabody. Yeah, this crazy.
Of course,
idea
Don's
of
not here.
breeding
Maybe it's in
pine
the other
trees.
video. We'll find out a little bit. Actually, we'll find out pretty. Are you going, Risco? Where is it?
I want to go. My car's fucked up, so I can't fucking drive anywhere.
in Connecticut. Old man Peabody.
Yeah, man. If you know what I'm talking about, fuck yeah.
So there's that. Watch the part 2 here in a few. Fucking right, so gotta get through this other shit really quick. So for those who want to get angry, no, for those who care,
I want you to get mad.
Fucking there's some community members putting together a list of remote ID modules, or they've started a list anyways. And I'll throw the. I'm trying to find the original link really quick. Actually, it's in Facebook. I'll drop the link first, and then I'll bring up the one I have here.
Navigate to Somers, Connecticut. Is that right, Connecticut? Fuck
Bring it
that.
up. Oh,
That's a hard no
it's 'cause
on that,
I'm-
boss.
why does Facebook think that pages need to have used the meta fucking chat? So stupid. You have another chat for pages. It's fucking dumb. Just get to the chat. I'm coming in. I'm coming, Trigger. What? What are you? You gonna fight with an emu down there, mate? What are you up to? What's triggering you?
Blimey.
Crikey! Fucking emu. Right, so here you guys go. RID. All right, there's a Google Doc. There's a doc for you. So I'll bring this up here really quick. So, community members have started a spreadsheet anyways, and there is the current version. A guy by the name of Ritter Friedrich posted that up, and basically it is a list of bullshit. No, it's actually a list of the 19 RID modules that are currently, we have some basic information about. And there's links to each one. But what I find terrifying personally is the fucking prices in general. I think the cheapest one currently on the list is, there's two of them, Drone Tag and the Blue Mark DB202 MAV. Those are both $49. And then pretty much everything else. Blue Mark is another one. The 122 is $69. But then, and another Blue Mark is $79. So whoever Blue Mark is, they have the most options in the lower cost. And then everything else is $100 plus, upwards to $300, $305.
Fuck that shit.
Now let's talk about it for somebody who obviously is, has an aerial platform, for cinematography, 107 pilot, blah blah blah.
Yeah, understandable, but for the hobbyist,
no, yeah, of course. Fucking $300 is a drop in a bucket in those kind of rigs. A larger lifter style craft. That is, the cost is negligible. Some people spend that on props. So like that's. Put it in, perspective in that regard.
And the chances of these things working well are slim to none.
From the hobbyist perspective, it doesn't look real good because, number one, a lot of people are trying, especially, and then even some of the non-hobbyists, let's talk about the non-hobbyists, the 107s that are like flying like the concerts and the raves that are trying to stay in category 1, for easy operations over people because it's super easy. If you're sub 250, and remote ID compliant, you can do Cat 1 sub 250 all day and you won't have too much trouble.
What if the remote ID it malfunctions during
that doesn't
like it's just like, or they can't pick it up or something like that?
I don't.
Stupid shit.
The point is to have it going in and know that it's working when you start. But my point ultimately is that to say the lightest one on here is the Drone Tag at 0.5 grams for the DRI. Then you have 1.3 on another drone tag, and then everything starts going up pretty quickly. It's like 3, 5, 6, 10, 30, fucking 20, 14. So, I mean, the tag weights are a consideration for those people that do need to comply, especially if you're trying to keep within a fucking, a certain weight class, a certain category, for trying to get operation over people waivers. Once you start getting into Cat 2 and 3, you got to have fucking standard remote ID in many cases, and you have to fucking have a waiver, so it could get more tricky. I know a lot of production companies are kind of stipulating sub 250 for the things, and maybe West Side knows if you do what.
Like I was saying before, if anybody comes up to me asking me, "Oh, why can't I see your drone on the remote ID, sir?" I'm gonna just say I shrug, say I don't know, point to my flight controller, and say it's installed. I don't know what to tell you.
But so what do we got here? Let's bring up. We got the drone tag. Let's bring up some links. Drone tag for $50.
You
Cool
can
thing.
point to anything on your drone and be like, "Yeah, that's the remote ID right there," and they're gonna believe you.
Cool thing about the spreadsheet is it tells you whether or not it's standard or broadcast, depending on what kind of remote ID you could get compliant with. So this is the smallest module. Is this what you got, Chris? Still here? Didn't reply.
I'm gonna point to my air unit. That's
I'm not going to. Of course, remote ID is lame. I mean, but 107s have to deal with it no matter what. So here we are. And then some people are gonna comply. Some people aren't. I wouldn't say it publicly either way. Fucking having said that,
Risco, seriously. Just fucking get a dead flight controller or something like that.
Just
LEDs,
just Sharpie it. Just Sharpie it. So this isn't very big at all. This is fucking nothing. And yeah, I mean, to your point though, ultimately, Greg, is, I mean, it looks like any other piece of fucking shit we used to build drones with. As far as how it looked, you know what I mean? So there's
looks like a receiver.
There's that one. Yeah, it basically does, right? So the next one, the BS, that's what Chris, I think, said he got. That's what this is.
Definitely did get BS.
And it's got 2 UFLs for antenna. But it doesn't really look like it has any. It has like a little notch for mounting. It doesn't look like it has great mounting options. Let's see. Drone tag beacon. Now let's look, this is a $200 one. Let's look at that. Oh, there's that one. Drone tag. Well, we've seen that some before actually. That's a drone tag beacon for $199. And now this is something you would use where you could potentially take it from drone to drone and just have like a mount for it if you so this is broadcast via Bluetooth 4 and 5.
I understand that 107 pilots have to comply, but my question is, who the fuck's gonna be the one that's coming out to places, being inspecting drones and shit?
Ask Gravy. He got ask Gravy. He got stopped. I mean, bro, but like look.
If you're flying,
actually, let's save that for a second. Let's save that for a second. Fucking the other one, Flight Test has one that does support. Now this part here is a lot of question marks regarding. Now this is actually what concerns me. Beta flight pass through. One has later update. One has yes. The rest are question marks. That is concerning from the DIY perspective. Some of them, most of them include antennas. Some of them have built-in. Some of them have externals. I wanted to look at the Flight Test one here. Flight Test has their module. Oh, pictures? No. Flight Test has a module. It's gonna be $100. Then we look at some of these blue marks. I was checking out some of these blue marks yesterday. The cheapest blue mark, a lot of it looks like 20 mil fucking boards.
They have no intention of granting out any frees. And I think they said that they were going to grant out a very limited amount too.
I mean, the whole thing's bullshit. And we had
It
a
is
long,
stupid.
we had a long. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit more about some other aspects of this, but fucking. So, anyways, this is what we're looking at for those that care or need to comply or just want to know. This is a $50 blue mark. Who else we get out there? Drone defense.
Oh,
You gotta love how you gotta love this
one.
one's. You gotta love the name. Drone defense. Arrow
I got one
ping.
of those. I have. Oh, here's my remote ID module right here. Just stick that on the drone. Remote ID. Fine.
This also looks like.
About the same size.
This also looks like. I'll have to pop back. Something that you could take from craft to craft. Yeah, like stick it on top of your fucking drone with Velcro or some bullshit. That's just, it's broadcast remote ID. So, you guys are, the broadcast is the ones that we add, and then standard is something that is technically installed by a manufacturer. And so in the thing, you could be like used as module based or used as standard, and some of them say yes. So like all the Pixhawk stuff, a lot of these blue marks can be used as yes. So depending on how that all plays out, some people building a bind and fly could potentially build this in and potentially be compliant as standard, which will be interesting. See how I found it in Cracker Jack box. Fucking Spectrum has one coming too. I saw that somewhere else. Spectrum has that thing. Look at it. That is like traditional Spectrum bullshit. It just screams Spectrum. If you ever flew Spectrum, you know what I'm saying. Fucking hell.
Yeah. I had the unfortunate
Look at that fucking
experience of
thing.
experience in Spectrum when I first started. Look at that receiver. Oh, it looks like one of their receivers.
This thing's $305.
I have one of those in my
Look
fucking
at this
chest.
one, or
I
did I
can
already pull
fucking
this?
use that as the fucking remote ID then.
Look at this fucking thing. But who's in the right mind was designing this bullshit?
Yeah, have you seen like
Like,
half
how
their
big
fucking
is
products,
it?
dude? They're like the size of my fucking hand.
Wait, hold on. Look at the picture of it on top of the Mavic. It's like, what is this fucking couch? Why is there a lawn chair on my fucking drone, dude? What the fuck is going on? There's that. So yeah, if you guys can take a look at the rest. But that is the start of the current spreadsheet of doom in regards to remote ID modules and what we're supposed to be able to somehow have in 16 days? Like, are you guys fucking nuts? Like, seriously, like, we're supposed to have those in 16 days. It's the 16th of September is when it's allegedly gonna start. So, yeah. Catching up. Yeah, bro, it's like you could park your GoPro in the remote ID on that one, dude. Just spin it around the other way and have a nice little fucking couch mount for your GoPro. What the fuck? Like, bro, I mean, seriously, like the weight aspects of some of this shit are just silly, and the size and the form factor. Like, how do you fucking design this shit knowing it's meant to be used on drones and you make it the most obnoxious thing on the planet? Like, couldn't you have fucking made it aerodynamic for fuck's sakes, at least, like, to some degree? I mean, you're mounting this couch on top of the fucking Mavic. Like, what the fuck is that? You could have made it, like, low profile, put the USB-C at the back, and made, like, a fucking fairing so it doesn't add any drag, for fuck's sakes. I mean, I don't know who the fuck is, like, designing these fucking modules.
It was like somebody gave them a job to make a remote ID module.
They're all
without telling
blocks. It's like a brick.
What it's for.
Yeah.
Like, we just need something to broadcast a position.
It's like I'm gonna stick
All
this
right.
stick this up in the wheel
Here.
well of somebody's car. I mean, what the fuck is this shit? I don't even know, bro. Like, it's crazy. What up, 608? Well,
That's like
we're
what I was
gonna.
saying before, 608. Like, what are the odds that someone is going to, and even in a fucking, like, say for you were the driver or the pilot for the new Gran Turismo film. I doubt anybody came up to that guy and was like, "Let me see your
Well,
certificate,
let's
sir."
just take a step back.
I mean, it's good to have it, to cover your bases, insurance and all that stuff. But I doubt anyone fucking did. I doubt anyone's ever come up to Vanover and asked for his fucking 107 on a fucking job. Maybe the people hiring him did,
Well,
obviously.
hold on. There's plenty of cases where that it does happen, especially on set. There's
Really?
Gravy got done.
I'd be surprised.
Yo, Gravy and Above Beyond or whatever the place it was that he was working for, they got done because their registration numbers were in the battery compartment, and that was big fines. So that just don't put the cart ahead of the horse. Now we already, if anybody's paying attention, Todd almost got raked through the whole coals, which wasn't even anything to do with remote ID or anything. He just happened to get caught up over some land. There was a land discrepancy, and that potentially had the ability to go south, and that was a fucking BLM person. If the FAA got involved, it would have been a whole nother thing, but it wasn't an FAA matter, in that situation. Look at what happened with the dude flying over the festival and hit that girl in the face and ended up on fucking TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens. So don't put that energy out there that you shouldn't. Like, if you're a 107 and you're flying without remote ID, I don't have any sympathy for you if you get popped. I'm sorry. Like, that's unfortunately where I'm at with it, because when you signed up to have the privilege of having a pilot's license, you gave away your rights in that regard. That's, that's part of it. That's the exchange. So you make that, that's a conscious decision we make. As FPV, like, I don't want to commingle FPV and 107 and commercial. It's stupid as fuck for FPV. You'll probably never get stopped for it. But the problem is like now we're seeing, again, we're seeing all this shit happening with DJI and the feds and blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna sit this one out as far as having a real opinion. I'm like, are they gonna enforce it? Who knows? Probably not. I think it's gonna just be, you get caught up, they're gonna make a fucking example out of you. I think that's really what it will be. And it's gonna be real interesting in the beginning when it actually does kick in. The first couple people that get popped, to see what happens. And that's, I think, where we're going to have a much better grasp on how serious they're taking it and whether or not they are. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's the thing. You're making an exchange. If you want to work in the industry and you have your 107, there's going to be some hoops you got to jump through, and you're making that exchange, and that's a conscious decision. Fucking remote FPV pilots, I mean, come on. But let's talk about the next topic really quick. China. This is actually fucked up. Have you guys heard what's currently going on with especially DJI and Chinese manufacturing of drones, period, right now? And this is actually coming from China, not even us. The US is fucking multiplied the bans on China, or trying to. I'm sorry, not in China, but DJI specifically, and Chinese drones, many Chinese drones. They want to fucking crack down on import on our side. China just fucking announced that starting on September 1st, they are controlling export of drones and drone products, motors, VTXs, flight controllers, ESCs. We will see where this comes from. This isn't like some fucking Bardwell. Please watch Bardwell and Blunty's thing last night, because they do a really good job of, their take on it and giving, some info that Ian Lewis, Mads Tech has presented them as well, in terms of what the manufacturers are currently saying or not saying. But there is some serious concerns here because, number one, DJI, let's take a step back. Where does this stem from? The Ukraine and other places that have, where insurgents and other people have been militarizing consumer drones. China is trying to say they don't want their drones used for military purposes, so therefore they're going to prevent the export of these drones. And they're not going to stop it, but they're going to control the shit out of it. And this includes all sorts of shit. They literally, manufacturers have been telling our sales, our fucking brick and mortar, our stores, stock the fuck up right now, because we don't know what's going on. We don't exactly know what's going on. If you go to Bardwell's stream from yesterday, I have the link actually. I can share this. We're trying to blacklist shit on our side. Now this is where it gets fucked up, because the US is trying to just do anything that DJI makes that transmits anything. They want to ban it. They want to block the import. That includes gimbals and fucking VTXs. DJI,
even the action too, because it transmits a Bluetooth signal.
Their cameras, yeah, action cameras too, yeah. It could affect all of that shit, all of it. That's how fucking stupid it is. Like, but to get to the,
I love how dumb humans are.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys this. So this is something that Ian Mads Tech had sent Joshua Bardwell. This link comes from Bardwell's description. This is full credit goes to Ian Lewis for this image. You guys can read that yourselves. It's in the link in the chat. There's a T-Motor emailed vendors on Monday saying they will not be able to ship FCs, ESCs, VTXs after the 1st due to the new export restriction. And it's been posted elsewhere in some German. I've seen the email firsthand, and it's been posted in some German FPV groups. A number of manufacturers will not go on record and say, and there is a confusing mix of responses. Some seem to think it won't affect them at all. Others are saying they're still evaluating, but chances are there will be an effect. I have it confirmed. The retailers are being advised of some sales reps to stock up. One manufacturer has suggested, but they would not go on record, that they might possibly ship to consumers if you can, confirm the intended use and quantities will be limited. But they won't go on record saying this as of yet.
Imagine buying a flight controller, then like getting fucking third degree about what you're gonna do with it.
Now, China's trying to say they're doing this equally across the board, but there's feelings by some people off record that they're going to go after the T-Motors, the big manufacturers. Like the big manufacturers. That's kind of the feels that we're kind of getting and seeing. There is another document here. This is actually this is also from Joshua's description. This link is the actual Chinese fucking Google translated Ministry of Commerce spokesperson talking about the export control policies. But so what's crazy, and again, please go watch Josh's stream from yesterday to get there, because they do go through this pretty thoroughly. We're not going to do all that. But there's some concerning shit in here, and they're basically saying that they don't want their shit used for military usage, and I mean, bro, September 1st, like this was posted. What's the date? (7/31). It was July, the end of July. I'm on all the lists. So this is pretty fucked up. So anyways, go ahead and read that as well. You know, that's the full translated statement. And so anyways, my point earlier, man, like with this whole thing and the reason why they're doing this dumb shit, man, is you got all this scare tactic shit going on out there in the world. And look, there's some our forces encountered UAVs being weaponized in fucking, Afghanistan and over in the Middle East. It's all over the news. Ukrainians and Russians fucking weaponizing shit and sending at each other and blowing shit up. That's where the fucking knee-jerk panic bullshit's gonna come, and that's why if they're gonna enforce it, that's where it's gonna fucking stem from. I'm telling you. I really think so. I think that remote ID completely stems from that. Personally, I think that's why we're getting it with this bullshit in the first place, is because some fucking intelligence people are freaked the fuck out that we can fly an object 100 plus miles an hour, and there's not shit they can do about it. So,
pretty aggressively fucking raw technology that's accessible.
Africa about to get crazy too, yeah. So I mean, look, that's my thought is like, look, it's, yeah, there's not going to be, and then the other side of it is like how Karens can't see all your data, but the FAA is putting out fucking infomercials that these people are watching, and they're gonna, and if they see a drone, they know they should be able to get on an app and fucking see whether or not the drone is, oh, that's just Billy with his toy, or this is an unidentified possible threat. That's the fucking Orwellian shit we're faced with right now. Okay, we need to fucking seriously keep that in mind. It only takes so I mean, what we're gonna have to do is be super fucking diligent. If you're not complying, be real diligent. Don't fuck up. Don't fly in the wrong place. Don't piss anybody off. Get the fuck out if you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else to say, because, they have the authority and they're planning to use our local law enforcement to enforce when these situations arise. So, I mean, I don't know. It's fucked up. I mean, I think we're already seeing it, Asylum, to be fair, but I think that the Ukraine has really put the magnifying glass on it. And I think it's made the awareness fucking so much greater. But then, like I said, dude, if you look at the FAA is fucking making infomercials. Billy should, well, Mary's concerned. She sees a drone flying over the fucking baseball game, and she calls the police. And the cops gonna get on remote ID and say, no, that's just Billy flying his drone. And that's the way the infomercials come off. You know what I mean? But if it was fucking, some fucking terrorist, that's, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's what we're facing. That's the fucking scenario. Yeah, cartels were doing it. Yeah, well, cartels were also using it for transport, not necessarily weaponization. I'm sure they would potentially use it for weaponization as well, but yeah, bro, I'm telling you. And what do you think fucking Karen's watching, bro? Fucking infomercials on cable TV.
CNN fucking shit, and they fucking look up the drones. Look what they're doing.
But like I said, thankfully,
Karen sees me and I see a terrorist. He's in the park. He's got a camera. I don't know what he's doing with it.
Oh, the cartels did 8-bit? Oh, word. Well, they were also using for transport. There's no question about that. Yeah, that too. You always see those cartel subs getting stopped by the Coast Guard. It's just crazy. But I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, that is fucking the scary parts about this. And when you have China, our source, so to speak, fucking pulling their, and I'm not gonna, part of me, we kind of talked about it earlier. Like, let's be real. I mean, China's pretty heavily allied with Russia. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a conversation like, yo, you got to stop the Ukraine from getting all this shit. Some Russian guy called some Chinese guy who's buddies with and fucking said, you make this shit stop. And at the same time, the U.S. is fucking putting all kinds of embargoes and fucking shit on China. So we're just pissing them off. So they're like, yeah, fuck everybody. We'll just not, we'll just fucking lock this shit down and fuck y'all. So it's fucking, I don't know. So, I mean, I think that's kind of the fucking scenario, all in all. Oh,
More fat sharks with a beard.
Yeah, there'll be fat bearded guys. Fucking
That's what I was saying. They'll
fat
just recruit
sharks.
us all. They'll be like, this guy, look at these combat maneuvers he can do. Our guys can't do that. We don't have time to train them.
Time to shave.
Let's get the best of the best. Dude, I haven't shaved my goatee in probably like 15 years. I don't even know what I look like anymore.
So yeah,
Thought about doing it a couple weeks ago, but I was kind of scared to see what I look like.
so I think what's real serious, like if you think about buying some shit, buy some shit right now. That's all I'm saying, because who knows? I mean, next month things could get, and that's the other shitty part is if shit gets scarce and quantity goes down, you know the fucking prices are gonna get fucking fucked with. So now you're gonna be paying $120 for a fucking 4-in-1, you know, or some bullshit because there's not many of them, you know. And so like,
It's bad enough with prices right now.
but I mean, dude, if they're fucking with T-Motor, bro, because I mean, think about it. Like T-Motor's a big company. They make all sorts of shit outside of FPV. You know,
tons.
Lots
tons.
of
Look at their site. They do a lot of fucking shit.
And dude, I mean, you know, and so you got to think that like, you know, China wants that income, but at the same, but if they're shutting down, they're willing to cut their income from a company like that and DJI. Let's be honest, dude, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up. Jordanian military to race. He's been training them to race. Oh man,
I'm not surprised. Man.
I'm not
They'll probably
surprised.
really do hire people like us to train military on how to do this. I mean, shit. If the U.S. military wants me to pay me to fucking come train their dudes on how to fly some FPV, fuck it, I'll do it. At least it's our dudes.
Well, yeah, and then it's like, you know, it may not be so bad. Like if you know we can order direct, and, you know, you're only buying a couple things, like you're making your order from fucking TBS, and like, you know, but like let's take another step back though. While that will fuck some people up, there are a lot of drone parts made in Korea, a lot of drone parts made in Taiwan. There's motors made in Korea. Fucking, so it's not the end of the world in that regard. You know, even if China said fuck everybody, we're not shipping you shit. There's definitely parts out there, but then with what's going on in the Ukraine, they're literally just like, and like, you know, Bardwell brought up a point. It's like, you know, imagine being iFlight and seeing like 40 iFlight fucking binding flies in a war room. You know, you're making toys and then you see your toy being weaponized in a war room in the Ukraine. And look, I'm all for the Ukrainians doing whatever the fuck they need to take care of this shit, but it's fucked up. You know, it's not a good look, you know, in general, like for you as a business and for the, you know, the hobby as a whole. It really fucked us. And as soon as, dude, I'm telling you, as soon as I saw the first reports where, you know, our forces were encountering phantoms that were weaponized, I was like, we're fucked. This is just,
dude, you can search YouTube for any of that shit. Like, I knew it was fucking over when I saw that fucking room full of fucking iFlight binding flies.
You're not wrong, 608. You're not wrong. But at some point, if VTXs and other shit become problematic, that's going to be, you know, you could line of sight that shit. So yeah, I mean, it's so, dude, fucking, when's the first? Tomorrow? Like, when does this shit kick in?
Is there a 31st? I don't know. Did they do that this month? Yeah, there's a 31st. No, it's
31st? All right. So yeah, Friday. So order some shit. Because like, I mean, if the rumors are true and the sales reps are telling vendors to stock up, hopefully they're doing that, and that will at least get us.
I don't think this is a permanent thing. I think this is, like you were saying, I think this is also a conflict thing.
I don't think it's a permanent thing, but you know, this war in the Ukraine I don't see it being over real soon either. So I mean, if it's something that just stands while there's conflict is going, or maybe
my local supermarket uses a fucking security cam that I could pick up on my fat sharks. I should break in there and steal that thing.
We'll be ripping off every fucking security cam we could find.
I think I could pick it up on race 5 actually. If I go near Stop and Shop and then fucking put my fat sharks on, put on race 5, and like tilt my head a certain way, it'll fucking pop up
Fucking
and you can see a fucking
six
office.
608 is now on every watch list known to man. For his comments
This
in the
chat just got put on a watch
yeah,
list.
we're all on watch list now. I mean, security cams have good low light. Fucking hell.
We'll start building drones with Raspberry Pis again.
No, I mean, dude,
Wii remotes.
Aside from all the other shit, though, like if they really fuck DJI up, man, like I said, it affects the gimbals and the transmission for cinematography. That's just fucking annoying. Bro, you're not wrong. They're gonna fucking let that shit go for a minute. Yeah, I don't see the Ukrainian thing going away real quick.
No, that's been going on for what? How long now?
Fuck, I don't actually have a definitive.
I remember I thought Russia said it was just gonna be a fucking quick strike.
Oh,
and they
Russia
were gonna
thought they
take
were gonna
over.
roll in and just knock them out, and the Ukrainians were like, "Ah, nah, it ain't happening." And then of course we gave them.
Because
tons
that's
of
what I'm
shit.
saying. It's because they have a fucking literal monster of a nation backing them. If they didn't have us fucking helping them out, man, they'd be.
It's not just us though, man. There's
Well,
almost
it's
all
the
of
United
Europe,
Nations.
yeah, NATO, and
NATO,
fucking
fucking.
UN.
If they didn't have that backing though, they would have been fucking rolled over.
I mean, but how are they gonna end it real quick? That's the thing. I mean, if they start using tac nukes, it's gonna be where the world's over pretty much. Fucking done.
Yeah, that's. Unless, yeah.
I mean, technically, the war in the Ukraine, as far as parts of it, has been going on for a long time because that's what a lot of this is over. Is
I
the
don't know. Nuclear war was inevitable the moment they invented those fucking things. Just a matter of time.
yeah, I don't know. It's there's been conflict going on there since like 2014.
Always some fucking.
Oh, the
conflict going on.
the invasion started on February 24th of 2022. Been a little over a year, almost. We're going on 2 years. So I mean, I could see an easy 5. There is a lot of propaganda about the war on both sides. I try to pay attention to all of it. You know, I have lots of Russian background, and I was married to a Russian who actually works at the United Nations, so I've heard a lot of stuff.
He was married to a spy. Chad Miller and the spy who shagged me.
Dude, that used to be a joke. I was actually I was dating this girl from St. Petersburg at one point, and that was the joke at the time.
I've won a hump a lot.
Tac nukes have been simulated to death for the Ukraine theater. Almost zero effect. But, you know, aside from all
start
that,
fucking using those space lasers they just fucking set Hawaii on fire with.
Space lasers.
Unless you paint your roof blue, then you're okay. The Blue Man Group are fucking.
The Blue Man Group they're out there like fucking sun tanning, bro. Fuck. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to get on the political side of the Ukrainian war, but that is what is fucking us at the end of the day. And I mean,
I knew it would fuck us the moment I saw fucking those drones in fucking media. Not just any drones. The drones we fly. 5-inch fucking freestyle fucking drones. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying, Zoe. There's some fucking.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some keywords that's gonna flag some stuff. Like I said, grenade. That's definitely gonna flag somebody. They're gonna be asking about those free grenades I got from the Gordians at IO.
I mean, not for nothing. I've had to do some background checks for some shows I've done throughout my life, and thankfully, the list has never fucked me. Not yet, anyway.
If I'm on a list or they looked at me, they found nothing of interest. Like, this guy is going nowhere. He can't even afford to be a rebel if he wanted to.
Yeah, 8-bit. That's. You just gotta watch what you put in writing and what you say publicly, or on record. That's why it's like, if anything, you gotta play the part. You're live. Play the part.
Taser drone.
Yeah, I agree,
Yeah,
Mike. There
none
are way
of
more.
us. They don't give. They look at all of us and be like, "These fucking guys, get them all." We all disappear in the morning.
It's like, the entire FPV community vanished overnight.
What FPV community?
Yeah. So that's the DJI China news, and that's fucked up. It is real fucked up, and hopefully it doesn't pan out so badly. But as I would definitely trust Ian from MadsTech in regards to the T-Motor information, saying that look, T-Motor's not shipping at least for a while, so at least so hopefully maybe until the Chinese. I think if you read the thing from the Chinese government, there's a lot of evaluation they're doing. So hopefully once they've done some of that, it will lighten up and we can get back to, something close to what we got going on. I mean, it just sucks, man. It's just been one thing after another. You had the chip shortage, and now you got these fucking this nonsense, and you got war and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
You got some pills, man? You're prompted to turn a 13-year-old kid into the FBI for mentioning drones that could be weaponized. Or could be weaponized. The FBI is dumb as fuck. Of course, I think everybody knows drones can be weaponized.
Well,
fucking FBI is dumb.
Let's be honest. I think anybody with fucking, good critical thinking skills would have recognized that fact. I think the average consumer person doesn't really think that way necessarily, and isn't a hobbyist who's building. And the average Karen was more worried about you spying on them. Yeah. Now they have something else to act. Now there's a whole nother fear factor.
Something real for
there's some other fear factor that is being thrust into their universe. And we were we were toys, and then we were potentially peeping toms, and now we're potentially something much worse. And that's the uncool part of this whole situation. It really is. It sucks. Yeah, Goonie. So there's that. That's that's fucking just great.
What a time to be a drone pilot.
We'll get some videos going. We can keep bullshitting. And I don't know if there's any other news. Is there any other news you guys heard? Anything interesting going on? Any new products? Excuse me. Anybody fucking get anything new or cool or do something cool or make something you're proud of?
I haven't done anything cool in like a month.
I mean, my cool stuff has all been nerdy color shit.
Well, the issue with that, Zoe, is the guns are covered under an amendment. Drones aren't.
We got some fucking.
So if they want to come for those, it's not going to be as hard of a
Stop.
Fight.
Stop. A bitch. All right, let's.
Unless like you can like make like a gun into a drone, and it's still a gun.
Well, the problem. I was just gonna say, if we just, this is my get a concealed carry license.
Fucking Glock with props.
It's my Glock with props. Fucking
What is this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw a fucking, I think it was airsoft. Dude put a fucking airsoft gun on it. I mean, that was proof of concept enough right there. Dude's got a good video.
Yeah, this is cool.
Oh, and he didn't come with the drum and bass? Oh yeah, I didn't hear that earlier. Remember when I was looking for like a fast and low and fast cinematic video?
Yeah.
This is the dude who came through for me. FPV freestyle is my zen.
Yeah, I have a concealed carry, and this is my self-defense squad. Got up here. What is real? Yeah, so shit, man. That's some crazy news though. Between all the fucking nonsense with the remote ID modules being stupid, and as if they weren't stupid enough, and then fucking this whatever fucking embargo bullshit's going on. Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. We were talking about, like, you know, because, like, the Army Corps engineers lands, you're not supposed to fly over those. But, like, you know, when they plot those areas out, the government, like, will just overdo it because they're stupid, and they'll eat up land all around it for no good goddamn reason. So you might not even be near what the fuck they care about, but they can still bitch at you. Yeah, I feel that, Zoe. I mean, dude, the funny thing was, like, yeah, nobody was even talking about this shit fucking, you know, 2015. Fucking nobody was talking about. FPV pilots were just doing their thing, and nobody gave a shit. And nobody was thinking about war or anything. The AP guys would get it for being a peeping Tom, but FPV was totally under the radar.
I mean, even back in like 2018, 2019, when I started, there was nothing like that.
Word's come down that there's a massive Rebelo protest party happening on Tree World. And you know what that means. A bunch of no-good flim-flamming, woohoo illicit substances and activities.
Go Tree World video.
A constant stream of alcohol, midi-chlorians, death sticks, and whatever else these two heads are transporting to and from the planet. Now, we're not going to hit the planet directly. We are going to get them where it hurts. We're taking out their supply line. And we're setting up a dragnet in order to take their runners by surprise.
You mean like a trap, sir?
No, it's not a trap. It's a dragnet.
Sir, one last question.
All right, sure.
Tanner and I were having a debate, and we're hoping you could weigh in on it for us. And,
Well, spit it out, flap dang it.
can you tell us what type of music this is?
Yeah. It's all right, nice try, Fitzsimmons. Get your ugly fork faces out of my sight.
Oh yeah, Darkwing, you're getting good, man. Damn, someone come pick me up. I want to go. I can't get there. Is RZ going? I'll hitch a ride with him if he is. Gotta get down in those, man. Right between those trees. Trench run. Nah, 608, I ain't making it. You drive two hours to fucking get me? Nah. That's a 2-hour ride from here.
Hey. Gotta talk fucking RZ into going.
If RZ's going, I'll hitch a ride with him. That's about really it.
It's a trap.
I feel like you really missed an opportunity to use an Old Man Peabody clip in here. Yeah, I'm gonna hope to get there next year, Zoe.
What is it exactly? The pain is the amount cleaning you out. Am I satisfactory? Today I'm thinking about the things things that are deadly. The way I'm drinking you down, like I wanna drown, like I wanna end me. Step on the glass, staple your tongue. Bury a friend. Try to wake
That's
up.
weird. I made a video like 3 years ago in a similar spot with the same song.
I wanna end
RC fan.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Listen. Keep you in the dark. What had you expected? Need to make you my art and make you a star and get you connected. I'll meet you in the park. I'll be calm and collected. But we knew right from the start that you'd fall apart cause I'm too expensive. It's probably something that shouldn't be said out loud. Honestly, I thought that I would be dead by now. Calling security, keeping my head held down. Bury the hatchet or bury your friend right now. That I gotta sell my soul cause I can't say no, no, I can't say no. Then my limbs are frozen, my eyes won't close, and I can't say no, I can't say no. Careful. Step on the glass, step where your tongue. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal clash, killing the sun. Bury a friend.
All right, Asylum. Happy birthday, man.
Dahlia, if you want your videos to be played, we have a Discord. You can post up your videos. Yeah, if you know the Discord chat bot thing, you just have to type Discord.
Yeah.
Post it in the post your vids here section. We'll add them to the stream. If we have time, we'll play it. Got Risco. I cannot spell the word subscribe right now.
Fucking llamas.
Joshua Turner. Not to be confused with Joshua Lerner.
Silly ass looking horses. Those horses look ridiculous.
Why do they keep spitting? Some good shots.
Yeah. But fucking can't swing a dead cat and get a bad shot.
I know, right? That's awesome, that fucking place with this shit up at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
That's some fucking ancient shit. I feel like a battle of orcs and elves happened on top of that mountain. Looks painted. What the hell? Yeah, how to like? It's like when you buy GoPros. Like when you buy them, they should have a disclaimer on them, so it does not come with fun lifestyle.
Yeah.
Wish I had lived anywhere near those llamas.
Scenic location not included.
Right?
Super beautiful, yeah.
Those llamas gives no fuck. They're like, what is that? This dude's playing No Man's Sky in real life.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts
Hey, that's my drone. My rusty ass fucking beat up drone. Thing flies like a 67 Cadillac. Sounds the same too.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Nice.
Oh shit.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Oh yeah, nice flying, dude.
Too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Oh, is that when you got stuck in the tree? Nice. Yeah, it was John Solo to the rescue with the pole.
Just some props. Sweet.
Yeah, getting stuck in those trees is no bueno because those
They're so
canopies are
tall.
tall.
Yeah.
That's what I love about that place. You could do nice punch outs, not worry about fucking trees just grabbing you. While still maintaining some proxy.
Getting stuck in a tree sucks, period.
Yeah.
It's been sitting, that's all. Let her cool down. She'll probably be
I like when I could just grab it. I don't have to get anything. I just reach up and just, yeah.
The worst is when you get one really stuck, but it's only like 3 feet out of reach, or like from anything you have with you. You have nothing to get that extra 3 feet.
Yeah. Dude, I remember the first time I got stuck in a fucking tree, man. That shit sucked. It was like 9 at night, 40 feet
Bro,
up.
bro,
I had
it
to
always-
fucking climb
yeah.
a ladder and then fucking with a fucking 50-foot pole.
It always fucking happens.
20 feet up in the air.
Dude, it always fucking happens at like right about dusk, and you gotta go home, and you're running out of light, so you have to like double
Yep.
time trying to get it fucking.
I think I found my spot.
It's the fucking worst timing.
This is exactly what happened to me at I.O. I crashed right at dusk. That fucking... that sucked.
Jesus.
Waterfall.
Damn.
Little tight, but I think we can make it. Good luck.
I can send it. Got balls flying there, man. I'd do it anyway, fuck it. How many times you get a chance to fly somewhere like that, right?
Perfect for cinewhooping.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at that fucking place. Damn, yeah. No, I'd love to fly there, damn. Like the vibe of this.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But the butthole's pucker in there, man.
Stand there and go through my inventory.
God damn, dude. The trust
Slow
you
and
have in this
low, that
receiver
is the tempo.
is unbelievable. Said this isn't slow-mo, it's his video connection. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this dude has some serious fucking faith in his receiver. That's awesome, dude. I would love to watch this while taking some acid.
I wonder what his feed was like.
I mean, he's not fucking trying to bail, so it can't be bad. He's in the chat, so. How was your feed in there, man? Lady, I don't know if you're... Wait, no, you're a dude. Sorry. You got the two names. So. I don't know. But how was your signal in there? Made it the whole way through. Now do a big power loop. Right? That'd be. This would be making one of those sick AI videos. Prompt it with like wizards and gnomes, and then tell it to be as minimal as possible. There definitely needs to be a wizard standing on those rocks looking at fucking Mordor.
Elves and shit. Fucking Gollum goes ripping through.
Alright, well, I did it.
Good shit.
Flew through the
Damn well did,
waterfall.
man.
Whitmore Falls.
Where is that? Whitmore Falls?
That was quite nerve-wracking. Well, back up the
Good
mountain
shit.
to the Jeep. Ah, such a beautiful view.
Oh yeah, Dahlia and Squash. Thank you for sharing that, dude. What we got now? Got Bannister Post. Man, did you guys fly together in the same spot? Fuck. Do you guys know each other? The same spot?
This is also in Peru?
No, this is Bannister Post.
I know,
This is,
it's
somewhere. Fucking Mordor, fucking Middle Earth. If I ever win the lottery, I'm gonna spend the first year of my winnings fucking just doing shit like this. Traveling to awesome fucking majestic ass places. Oh, did you have like line of sight through the falls the whole time? I don't know the answer to your question, Mike. Nah, it's a different person.
Cragalicious. Oh shit.
I wish I could build shit like that out in my spot. This is like pretty much exactly like Shirtlift Park.
I love that he's got LED on everything. Bot and Maddie were out building shit in the FPV park out in Pennsylvania.
Nah, it's not time to quit. It's time to steal his moves. Or steal his YouTube channel and just pretend it's you.
Oh, look at that tube. Holy shit, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, right?
I like how he does this all in like one good flow too. Like,
yeah.
Fuck. Skills of racing, man. I saw that Risco. I've been doing that trick for 3 years.
The Vanny tube.
And the Vanny cube. It's the same as a Vanny roll, except when like when you're inverted after you do the roll, you just pitch forward instead of instead of finishing the roll and yawing out. It's a cool move. I think I've just been calling it like juicy roll and juicy roll front flick out. It's even
Van
cooler if
over.
like you do it, and then like as you're pitching forward, you do another flip, catch yourself inverted, and then inverted yaw out. That's the goat combo right there. Need a little bit more altitude though.
Let's see what the random playlist picks are for the night. We got Bot Grinder. Fucking, this is like something from Aliens. Bot Grinder again. Anybody watching Ahsoka?
I've watched it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah, we'll skip through this. Is this when they're
loving how
they building shit?
Without any spoilers. I mean, it's not really
All right,
spoiling.
there we go. We got
I
the
love how the
kit
robot just shits
Why the hell is
on
it
that one
blue?
girl.
What the fuck?
Protect against
that was
space
weird.
lasers.
Bots trying to protect themselves. Bot camping.
I'm
Can
hungry
protect
as
his
shit,
YouTube
and I need to
against
get
space
high. I just want to
lasers.
get my tent set up, get everything like squared away. Boom, got my home base. Let's make a fucking sandwich and smoke some weed. All right, so for over there, there's a little turnaround
plan.
right here, but I might put traffic farther back.
Bears in the FPV
Serious,
park.
bro, you'll come up.
I can't wait to see what he does with
Number
that.
one.
The first
They were
his
building
first showing of
something.
his-
I thought
Sure,
this
this
was
is
the
all
video,
grown
but
up
oh yeah,
by
here we
the
go.
time I fucking come back out
They start building. This is where they start
Go ahead and
building.
wake up some more.
Are
I'll be
they
back in a
like
minute.
gonna like clear cut a lot of those trees?
Yeah, they're building paths. You see, he's got a path coming, and then they're like building stuff out there now, bringing in lumber and fucking starting to.
All right, early morning dive gap build. I only got 6 2x4s because I rented this car and it couldn't. I don't know how much it could fit. It didn't really fit that, so I'm glad I only got that. But while I was waiting, I also made a little perimeter for the campsite. Look at that. Took my tent down, but isn't that adorable? Fully fucking squared off tent camping area, whatever the fuck you call it. Now you know exactly, boom, camping area 1. So just because we can, we have decided to build the first dive gap right here. You're gonna dive the gap and then go over the fire pit. This is just a fire gap, fuck it. Why not make the first gap the most dangerous one? So Maddie's gonna cut down some of the scraggle and shit. We're gonna cut some 2x4s, make some little squares, and the dive gap goes over the fire pit. Won't that be fun? FPV park, take 1. Okay, new plan. So originally we were cutting these 2x4s just in half. So we have, wait, what's 2x4 in half? So it's like 4-foot sections, but we soon realized that that's pretty fucking heavy on this little tree. So new plan, we're gonna cut those in half even more and have a bunch of I don't know, Matt. We're gonna make a tiny whoop dive is what I'm trying to say here.
Just taking mine down and bringing it here.
Check these guys.
The rule is if you lose a finger, you have to eat
All right, the very first fucking gap. Look at that. Damn, that's solid as shit too. Those supports, smart using the natural wood in the area. But there it is.
That's
There's
funny.
only one thing left to do. That's to test it out. Fire gap is good.
Did he start a fire? Oh shit. It's a little low, no? Well, not for a tiny whoop, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a tiny whoop flying around there is perfect.
Drop a 5-inch in that bitch. It'd be
They're gonna need to
Pull
they're gonna need
out!
to cut down a lot of those trees if they want to fly some 5 inches out there. At least from my
Damn, it
liking.
looks like something is going on with
That's
my
a little
goggles,
too,
I guess. The DVR is not really recording, so hopefully you
little
got to see some of that.
too crowded.
It looks huge, like every dive gap in the world. It looks
Oh,
huge.
that's cool. Fucking bot. Those guys building right on. Right
I imagine
on, right
they're
on.
gonna be doing a lot of landscaping though.
Yeah,
They'd need to.
It's gonna take some time and effort.
Scraggle.
I'm sure they'll get a bunch of guys out there fucking pitching in over time, and it will start to shape up. That's cool.
The chat is in front of you.
Oh, it is. Hi, chat. Thank you. That's the idea that stressed me out.
Yeah, man, I'm wicked proud of Bot for getting that shit going. He said it years ago that he wanted to do it, and the motherfucker just
He's doing it.
did it.
No, he is doing it. It's funny. All right. Well, shit. It's fucking. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything? I don't.
No, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Play some No Man's Sky and then pass the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go run a dungeon or two in Diablo before I go to bed. I'm fairly fucking.
What up, Fly High?
What up, Fly High?
See you later, Fly High.
Yeah, bye. Fucking hi, bye. Yeah, I was trying to decide.
Wish I could have made it out to the fucking Castle Crash this fucking year. Hopefully next year. Would have loved to have been able to make it out this year.
I am gonna pack up this shit and I'm gonna fucking maybe go slay some shit in a dungeon or two and then fucking knock out myself.
All right.
Fucking yeah.
Send me a fucking skycopter to pick me up, Darkwing.
Free world.
I
Castle
want to
Crash.
fly there.
A lot of dope shit going on. Y'all get out there and do some cool shit. What's Tree World? You have to rewind the stream and watch it.
What's Tree World, you say?
We played 2 videos.
Yeah, I'll link you the video in the chat before you could, before we end, so you can watch it. The intro's a hoot.
Tree World's in Connecticut.
There's your Tree World.
All right, well, fucking stay vigilant, y'all. Was there supposed to be a link in that? Or you just typed tree?
Huh?
You just
I
typed.
just typed the word Tree World. Isn't that good enough?
Tree World. It's just like.
Isn't that how you?
Ways World. Excellent.
I mean, I typed Discord and it fucking worked.
I mean, you know, you're not wrong. We could have.
Nah,
made,
it's
made
two links up.
We could have made a Tree World. Yeah, no spying on the Karens. And stay out of the fucking yeah, and whoever's in Florida, be safe with all that fucking rain and hurricane nonsense going on down there. Yeah, you need the Karens. We need to see the Karens, but the Karens don't need to see us. Keep your eyes peeled. Stay vigilant. All right.
Yeah, Karens need love too.
That's we just need to like start a like, you know, like a gigolo service for Karens. So we just anytime a Karen shows up, like, hey baby.
She immediately asked to talk to your manager.
All right. Well, you guys be good. Make some cool shit. We love you. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
Bye.
Y'all be good now. You hear? Bye. Twans for the Don.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You
Too much.
twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Bye.
Bye.
Fucking split ass. I could do a fucking split ass. Done a million times. I could do a fucking split ass. You pop out, and then roll, then that is split ass. Fucking split ass. I could do a fucking split ass. You pop out, and then roll.
I mean,
pop it. You roll.
I don't buy
and
into
then
whatever
you go in
bullshit you're saying.
to the shit. Powerly, blind, powerly, then, powerly, blind, powerly, then. I could do a fucking split ass. Roll, then. That is split ass. Fucking split ass. I could do a fucking split ass. You pop out, and then roll. I mean, pop it.
That's pretty much the only trick that I know.